If you like this content, you like what you see, smash that like button. If you want to get advised on when we put new stuff out, hit subscribe and share this. If you got friends that are into the car shit that we do, just share it and tell them there's some crazy idiot out there that's making car videos and destroying cars and doing crazy shit. Anyways, enjoy this video. That I have on this car came from screambodykit.com. So just one, screambodykit.com. Met the guy online. It's GAO or GAO. He's in the Alpha forums. His name is David. Worked with him, talked with him. I was skeptical because it's coming out of China and I just don't know about the good quality coming out of China, and boy, is I surprised. So take a look at this video. You'll see the fitment. We still have a lot of work to do. This is kind of the phase one to get the rear bumper on, but really good. I got to give him a thumbs up. The price point was you can't argue with, and the quality on this thing, it like fit right in. So check this out. Tell me it's Thursday. The workday is done. The 944 is out of the garage. The 924 is resting in the garage, and we have the Alpha. We're about to jump in here and do a little bit of work, see if we can figure some stuff out here. I don't think it's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's gonna be fun, but I'm gonna start working on it. See bumper off and get ready for tomorrow. We're gonna be deleting our two exhausts, getting the GTAm bumper on here and center exiting that exhaust tomorrow. So get ready as we get ready to go naked and figure all this out. A lot of dead space time in there. I'm gonna give everybody just a little hint on what I'm doing here. I am actually trying to figure out how to take the rear lights out so I can take this rear bumper off. And I went to the owner's manual to see how to change a light bulb. They don't tell you. Damn Alpha. Released the new iPhone. Do you know how I can tell? Because my battery is almost dead, and I charged this thing last night. This is a typical Apple thing. This is why I won't buy an automated or electric car, especially from a company like Apple, because the minute that they roll out a new one, they'll kill the battery on your old one. Speaking of batteries, I disconnected my battery to pull the Alpha off the ramps and out of the garage. Or I had to reconnect it. I disconnected it before, and I'll just tell you, it doesn't like being connected and reconnected, so it was bitching at me about everything. I gotta remember not to shut the trunk because I'd be screwed if I did. Battery's disconnected. One thing to remember on this, because it is not an easy thing if you lock your stuff out. Anyways, we're taking the bumper off of here. We have got, I think, pretty much everything done. Got tail lights out of it. All the bolts off the bottom stored in one place. Of course, I just dropped a bunch of stuff. That's okay, I got it. So we're getting this thing taken apart. And what we're gonna do is, once we get the bumper off, we're gonna take a look at the exhaust and do some test fitting. Because tomorrow we're gonna get this in the shop, and we are gonna get tomorrow afternoon, we're gonna cut the exhaust out and mount our GTAm long pipes. But in the meantime, have to get a whole bunch of these little bolts out. Because if you look, flash on here, those bolts right there that you're seeing have to come out. I believe they go into the bumper. So I have to take all these Torx bolts out, get everything else done. And I think once those are out, I think we'll be able to separate this bumper from the car and pull it away. Let's see. This is disconnected on this side. So if we go around to the other side here with my socket that I shoved in my pocket, should be able to get the other bolts out of this. I'll take my bolt carrier with me. You can see we got the tail lights out. Gave us some easy access on some other stuff. So coming off pretty easy, I think. We get the other side over here. I get the rest of this off on this side. I'll have to jack the car up, but I do believe it's going to come off pretty easy. we're gonna have to cut the, it fits on there. It's gotta be painted. Actually, it's a pretty good fit. I broke one thing, and only because when I took it off the other side was missing it completely, which is this piece right here on that edge. And on the other one, they didn't have it bolted in, so it was missing the screw on that side. On this side, when I popped it out, I pulled the bolt completely out because I didn't know it wasn't bolted in. So you can see this one's still in pristine condition, and this one broke off right there, but not to worry. I think if we get everything held in, it'd be good. So tomorrow we got to cut this exhaust completely out and center run it. I've got to look at how our exhaust is going to line up with the other one, because I got a funny feeling we may have to pull that out. Yeah, it's going to come out with twin. Right, I didn't record any of that. Either that or something stopped it. So I got the tail lights out. I can put those back in. Can start bolting some of this stuff in place. You can see where the carbon fiber is going to sit. I can push this back forward a little bit, but not by much. That's going to move up a bit, and we'll have, that has to be centered, which it is offset right now. I think to this side. Still got a good bit to go to move it over. I've got a little bit of tape on there. That will come out, and that will exit twin exhaust right out the back. Not too once around, I got the two locking nuts on the side. I got a bunch of bolts and nuts and shit to do. Of course, this thing's got to be painted, but from a fitment standpoint, it's actually not too bad. I got to do some other stuff to put it together. Tomorrow we'll get that old exhaust kicked out of there. I know how this thing goes in there now, so just slide this thing out of there on each side. And tomorrow we'll be doing the exhaust delete, put the new exhaust in, and figuring this out. Got some paint work to do, but we're getting there. Fuck with me and call me the GT Amish, but there's our side skirt there. Great condition. Giulia Quadrifoglio GTAm Volcano Black. Rear bumper complete. You will not get my markers. Those will be going on the La GTAm ish. Yeah, I know. GT Amish. Tomorrow night we'll take the car over and we'll do a vasectomy on the exhaust and get rid of it. We will run our dual pipes. We'll go ahead and get the carbon fiber piece lined up, everything set up and installed, bolted in place for the stuff that we need to do. And I want to find the right type of bolts for that, so I have to do a little bit of research on that. They sent me some bolts. I'm going to pull those out, see if those will work, but I kind of know what I want. I need to remember to take them in the box tonight. And I just took it for a ride. The rear parking sensors are not installed anymore, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I do on those to get those back installed, and that's gonna be probably a fun thing. I'll probably have to drill some holes and then do some fab mount up points and all of that stuff on there. So I definitely want to have them, and there's a little logic box and everything, so I'll have to look at the factory bumper and see how they are installed in there, and then do some measurements and put them in. It still runs pretty good, by the way. My neighbor's probably gonna be pissed off at me for doing that. It's just going uphill. But anyways, that's the end of this video. And I will always do what I always do. Ready?